Today I'm going to be ranking every single Big Nate Easter comic. There's not many, but I'm going to still rank them all. So let's do this. 7, 1995. All it is Nate talking about like stuff for like Easter candy and stuff. And Francis does not pay attention. This one is the lamest Easter comic because all it is them talking about like Easter candy and that's it. There should have been like more to it, but instead it's just a talk. That is lame. 6, 1992. Nate tells Francis like when like Francis made like an egg based on him. He says he's like a total egghead. Haha, that's not funny. And then Nate's like, there's nobody who like shaped like an egg, and then they look at Martin and then they start laughing. Which is fine. At first, you might think, oh, this is fine and all. But, like, honestly, when you reread this comic, you realize this hasn't really aged all that well. And there's a good reason why he hasn't been using it again. So, yeah. I think he understands why this comic isn't that good and hasn't aged well. And I understand why it hasn't aged well. It's a fine comic, but not the greatest. 5, 1996. So, yeah, this is about them talking how some adults sometimes give, like, candy that isn't really, like, junk food-y and more, like, healthy. And, yeah, this is a really interesting comic. It's a little better because it has a little bit humor at the end. Like, there's sarcasm and stuff. But otherwise, it's just not the greatest. Like, if you really like healthy stuff, then you can check out this comic and you can go do healthy. But, like, to be honest, for all the youngsters who's watching this video, do not make healthy food because you'll probably regret doing that. 4, 2000. Now we're getting into comics that are actually fun. The Biff tells, like, I forgot to mention in the other one, 1996, that Biff was talking, but Biff tells, like, this bunny Hops that, like, kids is the most important, fun part about giving stuff. But it's always the adults who ruin it. And we can clearly see in the last one that Martin is stealing the candy. How dare you? And otherwise, this is actually a really funny comic, Easter comic. That's definitely aged well. And it's a decent comic. It's not the greatest, but at the ending is the part that you probably will laugh your ears off of. It's my favorite, and I don't really mean blow your ears off of. But otherwise, it's one of my favorite, like, Sunday comics. An epic one, of course. Like, I have no idea what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. It's just a fun one. Oh, by the way, it was Hopsy, not Hops. Oops. 3, 1997. This is a really funny one, and this is the first time we get to see Hopsy for the first time, and basically, like, they, like, talk and stuff, and, like, there's, like, humor and stuff at the end, and basically their talk is funny, and its humor is also funny, which is the reason why I put it at number 1. Usually, like, Easter comics are, like, kind of iffy, but this is a really good one, and I recommend it to all of you because it has definitely aged well. And sorry if this one was a short one. On to the next one, I guess. Okay, overall, it's a good one, okay? I went short by its recording. That's what I meant. Okay, next. 2, 1993. So, like, the beginning of the top comic is where Martin finds a chocolate, like, the Easter egg, like, chocolate Easter egg kind of thing, and Nate tells Ellen about it, and then the actual comic, Ellen thinks that Nate took the Easter bunny, chocolate Easter bunny, and they start having a scuffle, and then Martin tells them to stop, and then they realize that he took it. Oh my god, this is the reason why he always takes candy. He loves candy. So, and he never told anyone about it, but now that they know, they're gonna be so upset. So this is a really funny comic. If you love these kind of comics, I love it. It's just a really cool one. If you don't agree with me, then it's fine. But I love this comic, which is why I ranked it higher. So there's one last one that's much better than this. 1998. This is the only comic that isn't a Sunday comic, and it's just a regular comic. So, Hopsy, or should I say Floopsy? I don't know why the creator changed it for some reason. I think when I talked about in the other one, maybe it was actually Floopsy. I'm sorry. Or Hopsy, I don't remember, but this is Floopsy. And Floopsy is upset because, everyone forgets about him after when Easter is done. And he talks to some other guys, and they learn and how they're upset, when some girl meets Santa, and they're confused, like, who's this person? And while it's not really a funny comic, I absolutely enjoy this comic. The reason is because I really do want to learn how they feel after when, a holiday is done. And now that I learn about it, it's just so charming. And the ending is really funny as well. Everything is really funny, but also very true. And while it is kind of not the saddest comic, it's definitely a memorable one. And it's the reason why it's my favorite Big Nate Easter comic. Thanks for watching my ranking of all Big Nate Easter comics, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.